The Hollywood recordings. The Hollywood recordings are obviously have been recorded in Hollywood, the Hollywood area. It is a accumulation of songs that we've been working on and off of for the past couple of years, and some of those songs are about to come out. This album is actually it's an interesting point in our careers, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time to kind of like bust off a few shots creatively, and you will hear cats really trying to turn the beat, or really turning the beat around backwards once again and creating something new at some point in Sa-Ra's evolution. Maybe in maybe you will hear it in the very near future. Maybe you hear it in the very not so near future, but not so distant future, you know? So we'll see. I'm excited though. People in this collective are more confident. We all have a better sense of self, you know what I mean? The collective has been evolving for at least 6 years now, you know, 5, 6 years, so that's a minute. You know, it's a minute. From producing other artists, I've seen how every individual has grown as a producer, as a player, you know, as a keyboard player, whatever you're playing. Also the outlook on how we mix and how each individual wants to utilize sound, time, and space, and add things and also leave things not added, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's just, the list goes on and on and on in the different ways that we have been moving forward. Give me the question again.
It's what makes the sound original and what makes the style cool?
Oh, the style is cool because I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, the style is only gonna be as cool as the individual. You know what I mean? And just being you know, it's hard, it's funny to talk about yourself, but I think charisma, you know, and the ability to speak to people and to relate to people, you know, kindness, being merciful, being forgiving, being understanding, being powerful, being aggressive, being passive. All those things go into making me cool and making us cool, you know, people being able to relate and connect. So, I don't know, cool, what is cool, you know? I don't know what cool is, but I know I'm fine. You know, I'm me and I'm happy, so I guess that's cool. You know? We all sing, we all rap very well, I might add, or might I add, and you know, like I said, anything that you want to be. I've been different. I've been a father, I've been a son, I've been a mother, I've been a child. I've been different things in Sa-Ra, and everybody else, so have the other two members. We've all played different roles, and I'm sure that it's only the beginning of multitasking for each individual. I mean, really the three members of Sa-Ra we're like-spirited but very different in our actions and in our ways and in our forms of creating. We're three different creators, but that's what makes it so beautiful and so powerful, because anytime you can get three lords or godlike beings or ungodlike beings or any form of people together with this amount of energy and power, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something to look at, listen to, and to see. It's gonna be something every time.
Who are some of your heroes, live or dead?
Ooh, James Brown, Oprah Winfrey, Achilles. You know, you heard about him in Troy, the movie Troy. Everybody, man. Everybody who has been on this planet and who has been trying to go for completeness. Anybody here with a body is a winner. That's one thing that people don't know. When you start off in your father's gut, his deep gut, as a organism living in water. And when your father transcends his universe with a woman, the woman having a hole, the man having a pole, they go together. You go from his universe through the connection to a million-man rush, a million, reptile rush. You're a reptile with a tail. When you look at the sperm cell, then you're rushing to an egg, where a million other living organisms had to die for you to be born. You understand what I'm saying? And so here you have it. You're a superstar. You got the body, you got the chance. You're here.
What do you think defines you as an individual and as a musician?
What defines me as an individual? My actions, my thoughts, and how I choose to carry them out, if I choose to carry them out. Also, as a musician, whatever my thoughts are and however I feel, I do what I feel. Each day is a paradise. They say this planet was created to be a paradise, and through denial of higher self, we took human form, and now we're here learning lessons and learning how to be in charge. Because we had to break away from somebody else's master plan and kind of implement our own will. And so now here we are, humans in these bodies, going through pain, pleasure, taste, and I guess you need a body, a physical machine. Your body is really a highly advanced vehicle. The hair on your everything is on your body is designed to be the ultimate machine. I think that each member has definitely whatever defined role they would like to have. If you don't like evolution, there's no room for you in a group like Sarah or a collective, because like I said, that was the program, that was the design of it, to be ever-evolving, infinite inflections and reflections of self. So as you grow, your hair, whatever, you grow at every moment, every second you're growing. You know what I mean? The past becomes death. It becomes something that doesn't exist like 1 second ago. That's over. It's a memory. The present, which is the gift, the present, and then you have the future. It's a constant death and rebirth at every moment. You know what I mean? And then going in and out of consciousness with sleep. It's a resurrection. From your slumber, you resurrect. And so every moment is a new chance to change and be whatever you want to become.
What is Sa-Ra's vision for the entertainment industry?
Depending on who you ask, this varies. It's, that example, what I'm saying, just the being, the existing, and striving, reaching out for something new, reaching out for your destiny, for your future self, reaching out for your path, becoming complete. That is the vision. That is my vision for Sa-Ra, becoming whole. And with becoming whole, you master any situation that you come into, whether it be business or whether it be creative. So I think as we grow as individuals and as a collective and as Sa-Ra as an energy grows, you will see more completeness, and you will see more completing and more conquering and more, you know, superiority. And if that's what the individuals are about, then that's what Sa-Ra will be about. So, you know, Sa-Ra, you will see the ongoing evolution of three men, you know, and I'm sure the business is simple. It's just about communicating and bartering and making people feel good, you know. I have something you want. You have something I want. Oh, you don't want to give me as much as I want. Not a problem. Maybe next time after, and you put it together and you keep it flowing. You know, it's all about hopefully agreeance. People being in agreeance to move forward and accomplish things. You know, and sometimes you don't have that, but as people evolve and they become more complete, they become fearless, and they don't get so much caught up on the details of things and the pettiness that can be brought about in regards to money, ego, fame, fear, lust, you know, things of that. Hopefully everybody, not only in this group, but in all groups and in all walks of life, can move forward as a people, you know what I'm saying, to become more complete. They say one of the biggest challenges of your life is uniting your feminine side with your masculine side. You know, gender does not dictate who you are inside. A spirit doesn't have a gender. You know, energy doesn't have a sexual organ. I used to justify a lot of the sexuality in Sa-Ra's music based on sex being one of the most powerful forms of communication on this planet. And as I have evolved, my perception of the importance of just focusing on sexuality has lessened. And there's other things that have come to the forefront for me. You understand? So being a musician, being a creative person, is like being a warrior. You understand? Like the people look for prophets, you know, and this and that, and people to come out of the sky with wings on and chariots and shit. And sometimes they do on stage. You know, music is like science and math. It's an exact thing. It's not some. It's not something of fantasy necessarily. I define my style as Taz Raymond Arnold, you know, and you have something called a life path, and that's when you add up the numbers of your birthday and it equals up to a certain number. You know, numbers mean things. You also have numbers that represent each letter in your name. You know, you have numbers that represent each letter. So when you add my name up, my life path and my name is very interesting. I like to call my style a reflection of myself. I am what I am. Like Popeye, didn't Popeye used to say that? I am is what I am, or some shit like that. People said that Sa-Ra could not get a record deal. They would not make it, they wouldn't do this, they wouldn't do that, and why? Because this, that, and I said, well, that's true for you, if you say so. For you, if you say you can't do it, then you can't, maybe you can. But you can't dictate what I can and can't do. Only I can do that. It's all in my imagination. So I am the Metatron of the group, the programmer. I love music, you know, I love music, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be making music and to be a part of the music community. And I want to make, I'm gonna make my cohorts and comrades very proud very soon with this new idea.